of a monoracial exotical. What is that like? I just left work, right? And right before I walked out of the door, one of my coworkers asked me, was I mixed or am I mixed? However she said it. But I get that question all the time. I look mixed, but both of my parents are monoracial African American. I just came out lighter skinned, and my features are like my features. You can tell that I have something other than African American blood in me, or black blood in me, and I do. My DNA results show that I'm like a quarter or so Native American. My great grandmother was a Native American, so that's kind of what makes up a monoracial exotical. Usually, somewhere not too far down the line in their family blood or whatever, there's another race that's non-black. But what makes us an exotical at the same time is the fact that we do have black blood in us, but with the mixture of the different, not blood types, but the different races that are in you mixed in. Like, if you look at my features, I don't see any feature of mine that looks like a black person's features, honestly. My nose is pretty small, my lips are pretty small, my eyes are chinky and like Nicki Minaj and Halle Bailey's eyes, like how they're shaped. I have those type of eyes. And then I'm light skinned. My Fenty shade is a 330 or something like that. It's fluctuating because it's wintertime, and y'all know what happens when it's wintertime. Our shade kind of starts to come back from the sun, all the sun and stuff. And then for those who follow me on Patreon, y'all know I have a regimen to remove sun, damage and suntan or whatever, so you can get back to your complexion. Because it's okay for a light-skinned person to love their complexion. Like, I'm sick of all of these humbling tactics people have against light-skinned people because they were born that color. What can they do? If they get darker because of the weather, and I think people just want to humble light-skinned people, so as soon as they get a little tan or whatever, they start to gaslight the light-skinned person. And a lot of us tend to, I know I was one of them, I thought I was darker than I actually was, because I think people really want you to think you're darker than you actually are. I think that's a thing. So even when I get tans, people will, I noticed, try to humble me by saying that I'm darker than I actually am. The tan doesn't make you that dark, but it's a difference in your skin complexion. And it's I don't like the way it makes my undertones look when I get a tan. I don't like it, especially after you come from the beach. That suntan, it just looks dull, and if it's not your natural complexion, it's not gonna look right. And I'm all about beauty and skincare, so part of my regimen is just making sure my skin is even and all of that stuff. So as a light-skinned advocate, I do promote loving. If you're a light-skinned person, this is the channel for you. This is the perfect channel for you, because I promote light-skinned people. Because for so many years, yes, we are the beauty standard, but our community treats us like trash for the most part because of it, and it's not our fault. We are in close proximity with the lighter skinned white people is the only reason why, well, not the only reason why we are the beauty standard, but just because we're beautiful in general, and then we have confidence and we love who we are and we celebrate ourselves. and we walk with for the most part, we walk with confidence, and we own our beauty. But with all of that, we get so much hate from our own people in our own community. It's almost like if we dare have anything to complain about, if you're light skinned and it has to do with your skin tone, you're not allowed to go through colorism as a light skinned person. That's not even a thing. Like, people will look at you funny, like, colorism. You went through colorism. Aren't you the beauty standard? They start projecting and stuff onto you, not knowing your experiences, invalidating your experiences. And we've been through a lot of shit because of our skin complexions, to the point where a lot of us dim our light. A lot of us have light skin guilt. A lot of us, we just dim ourselves. I told y'all this before. When I was younger, I used to wear, like, clothes that would cover up my arms and legs because of that light skin guilt thing. I didn't want to, quote unquote, outshine anyone, because usually I was the lightest one in the room. If there was a bunch of black people, I was usually one of the lightest ones. And that comes with either stares, people give you a certain look, or especially unambiguous. And that's the thing, I've had a lot of bad experiences with unambiguous black women. And I used to always just want to be their friend because I'm monoracial, I'm black. I look mixed race, but I even thought mixed race people were still part of the black community, even though, as I grew up, I started to realize how ostracized a lot of lighter skin and mixed race people are treated in the black community. It's almost like you're not one of us. Didn't Kendrick Lamar just make a diss track talking about Drake like he's not like us or whatever? So light-skinned people get a lot of that, like, you're not black unless it's convenient, basically. You're only black when convenient. Kamala would have been the first black female president if she would have won, but at the same time, I've heard people say she's not even black. So, depending on what she did or didn't do, she's not black. So, light-skinned people, mixed race or not, because we do get confused with each other. If you're a monoracial light-skinned person who benefits from featureism as well, we definitely get confused as mixed race. People have to ask me that all the time. Am I mixed with something? And they usually get it right. Like, they'll be like, are you mixed with Indian or something? You got Indian in your family? I'm like, yeah, because I do. I'm just not, like, I have two monoracial parents, so that makes me monoracial black. I just look different, but everything happens for a reason. I feel like I was born in this body for a purpose. Clearly, I'm here today as an influencer, helping a lot of young ladies with, their self-image, and I'm doing my purpose. I've always wanted to help younger girls with self-esteem and leveling up and feeling more empowered and owning themselves, because I hate the way I hate the way feeling insecure feels. And I'm an empath, and I feel other people's emotions, and I don't like when other people are hurting and stuff. So I've always been an advocate for the self-esteem of young women and girls, and I've tried to help unambiguous monoracial young girls, but I haven't I wasn't getting the response like I'm getting with you guys, the Exotical community. I was getting a lot of backlash. So it feels good to be a part of a community of women who not only support each other, we're there for each other. We comment on each other's videos, we shout each other out. We don't try to take each other's light from each other. You know what I'm saying? There's no jealousy. And it's hard to find, that in a female. I know we don't know each other in real life, and, we don't, but it's just, we still have this community of us. You know what I mean? So yeah, it feels good to have a community of women who can relate to me and understand my struggles and what I'm going through, and we can just help each other heal with our advice and ideas and help each other level up. We are the only community on YouTube like this. I have never seen anything. We're influencing other communities to change their talking points. We are influencers all the time. We are local celebrities in our neighborhoods. So the life of a monoracial exotical, if you don't benefit from texturism, you go through that whole thing where a lot of people be like, that hair don't even look right on you. Not, they don't say that your hair don't look right on you, but it's something like that. It's like, you remember that girl that went viral for saying she's insecure about her 4C hair? So she feel like she doesn't meet the beauty standard. That's because people will tell you that. People probably told her that, to the point where it made her insecure. Because if you're light skinned with 4C hair, you're not supposed to have 4C hair. That's for dark skinned people only. You're not allowed to have 4C hair if you're light skinned. So I'm pretty sure people have talked to her about that because they've done that to me. Because I do look mixed race in the face. If I wear my natural hair, that's the only thing that gives me away as a black person. I mean, maybe my cheekbones will give me away. I'm looking at my face in the mirror now, but maybe my cheekbones. But honestly, like, when I put on, like, I have on clip-ins right now, and I look like a Blasian woman, to be honest, and I own it. I don't cosplay or anything. When I reach 10K, y'all see what I look like. I'm almost there. I have a little bit of imposter syndrome, so I have a little bit of anxiety about showing my face, but I'm ready. I made y'all a promise, and I'm gonna keep it. I'm actually a little bit excited too, because all the things I can do a whole lot more, like tutorials on like my skincare, my hair, and everything. So there's a whole lot more content to come once I show my face. And this is just my personal decision. The other exoticals, they're not gonna do this. They don't have to do this, but I'm doing this because I want to. Because I feel like it's just time for me to stop hiding my face. I'm not too worried about trolls or anything like that. Because there's a lot of YouTubers on YouTube. Though I know what we talk about is controversial, but we gotta start to stand up for ourselves a lot more as lighter skinned people, as exoticals. If you're listening and you're light skinned, y'all too. We need to stand up for ourselves. We gotta stop letting the black community make us feel like some type of way because we have issues and we're light skinned. It's okay to talk about these things. I'm tired of hiding, and that's what people want us to do. They want us to dim down and hide and stuff, and I'm just tired of that. That's my biggest reason for doing this, because it's just, I've done it so long, and now that I'm at a place where I found myself, I'm happier. Can't nobody steal my joy anymore, no matter what. Like, even haters, like, almost haters give me fuel, you guys, for my energy to just level up more and just know that I'm that girl. It reminds me that I'm that girl when I have haters. It really does. So yeah. And people really do be trying to study you when you're monoracial and a monoracial exotical because of how many different mixture of features that you have. You're so ambiguous looking. You're so exotic. I've gotten exotic. Exotical is our word that we came up with, but I used to get called exotic. For people who don't know about this space, they call me exotic. So I also noticed I get hit on by a lot of Asian and Mexicans. A lot. Like a lot. They like really attracted to me. I don't know if the Asians, because I look in proximity to them, they can tell I have some type of an Asian admixture in me. So I've noticed a lot of Asians are really comfortable with me and almost like it's weird. But yeah, it's a thing. I work in a very diverse area. I live in Los Angeles, so it's a mixing pot, and my job is a mixing pot of different cultures and races. I have all kinds of coworkers, different races, but the majority of people who are intrigued by me are Asian females. They always want to try to be my friend. To the point where it's almost kind of obsessive in a way. It's like they always are staring at me. People are always staring at me. I think they're just trying to study me. Like, what is she mixed with? Because they eventually come up to me and ask me. But I think they're just trying to figure out what the hell I'm mixed with. So I always be feeling like a storyboard with people just staring at me and just studying me. Like, can I have my face back in public? Kids will do it kids do it to me all the time. Kids are always waving at me or just staring at me. Kids used to fight over me when I was babysitting when I was younger. Like, that's my babysitter. I have the pretty babysitter. So kids will tell you the truth. I love being beautiful. I love being pretty. It's a part of my personality. I choose the lifestyle of beauty. I stayed trying to do new skincare routines, like try new skincare products and stuff. I'm at a point now where I don't have to wear foundation because my pores. I found this face mask. I don't know if you guys are on TikTok and you follow Cardi B, but she promotes this particular mud mask, and I've been using it. And let me tell you what, I feel like since I've been using this mud mask, I haven't had to wear foundation. Like, even before I was using this mask, I felt like maybe under my eyelids here or there. No more. I actually feel like I look better without foundation now because, I don't know, it just shrinks your pores, and I don't know if there's collagen in this stuff. I don't know what's in it, but this stuff is, oh my gosh, my skin has never looked so clear. Like, my pores are so invisible now. I love that. But light-skinned people, own your beauty. Be loud about it. Don't dim your light for nobody. Light skin guilt is out the window in 2025. That's where we're going to leave it in 2024. We're not going to do that no more. We're standing up for ourselves way more now. I'm glad I see some of the light-skinned men making their channels now. For light, shout out to you if you're watching this. And there's so many other light-skinned men that are making videos of just talking about their experiences. We are human too, and we have a voice, and we deserve a space. So yeah, that's all I really wanted to say. That's all I really wanted to say on this video. Just understand who you are, know who you are, know that you are beautiful, know that you are valuable and precious in this world, and you live in people's heads rent-free all the time. They miss you when you're gone, whether they like you or not. Don't let these haters get to you. Let haters hate. Just continue to do you and just let them hate. They don't deserve to be your enemy either, so don't give them no energy, don't give them your time. That's my new thing now. You don't deserve to be my enemy. You're not even worth being my enemy. Walk with your head high. Love yourself. Get to know yourself. De-center men so you can center yourself. Put yourself first again. That's a big part of it. And just own who you are. If you're a feminine girly, be a feminine girly. Who cares what they think? I know that triggers a lot of people if you're feminine, if you're extra feminine and pretty. Just don't worry about all that, just do you. Because I've never been happier until I started doing me and stopped caring about, other people's feelings and stuff, because they don't care about mine. I used to really care about other people's feelings and how it affected people's feelings, so to the point where I dimmed my own light. And that was not cool. No wonder I was so depressed. That was probably part of it. Actually, it was part of it, because I didn't know who I was yet. I noticed when I found out who I was and truly, understood myself, learned myself, took care of myself, looked better, healthier. I found myself and I'm happier. So that was the key to being happier. You have to know who you are. You have to find yourself. So do the work, decenter men, because If you don't, they're just going to be. Decentering men was one of the best things for me, to refocus on me and what I wanted to do. And, looks maxing, all of that stuff, and not caring about, if people don't want to keep up, if they can't take the heat, they're going to get out the kitchen. Don't worry about it. But yeah, I'm just ranting now. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for listening.